Hey, what's up everybody? It's SNipEz. Welcome to part 2 in house number, 33? If I'm not mistaken. It's been too many houses and it's hard to keep track now. So, before we get started, I do want to say I messed up in part 1. The windows need to be one block taller, so the best way to look at it is how many glass panes you have stacked up. I think in the first part, there were only 4. We actually need them to be 5 tall, so we really haven't done that much. So, all you have to do is just move all the windows up one block. Really easy fix, so if you go ahead and do that now, just pause the video, go do that. Again, it's a really simple fix. So, and the second floor is going to be the exact same way. And so you're going to do the same thing to this big window right here. Alright, so are you guys ready to get started on part 2? Because I'm pretty excited for part 2. Because we have a lot to get done in a short amount of time, in all honesty. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with these 3 windows right here. We're basically going to remake these exact same windows, just coming out one more block. So we're going to do it just like this, and do the same thing right here as well. You want to make sure you take these up. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have these come down one block. Alright, so all those are right. We're going to use our upside down stairs right here. So it should look just like that. Alright, looking pretty good so far. Now we're going to add upside down stairs to kind of act as the placeholder for the window. So what we're going to do is just place our upside down stairs here. Or not stairs, slabs, excuse me. So then we can get rid of all these. And now it should look just like this. And let's take my swiftness real quick. Almost forgot about that. Alright, let's lay down our slabs. Or our upside down stairs. I keep getting everything mixed up now. I guess slabs are stairs and stairs are slabs. And so let's do our upside down stairs. I got it right that time. Up in these corners, like we did in part 1. Just like that. Let's make sure everything's right. So if we do this, make all of our little pillars right here. Again, every window will be too wide due to the corner stairs that we just placed. And let's lay down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 5. There we go. Alright, so everything is right. So now let's just fill in the glass panes here. Do the same thing with all 3 windows. We could always do this later, but might as well just do it now to get it done and over with. Again, won't take too long. Really simple. Not hard at all to do. The glass paints are just a pain to use. I get it. I'm sure you guys are like, oh, that was horrible. Because it was. It was really bad. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to work on the left side of the house now. Oh, actually, let's finish up the right side right here. So what we're going to do, this big window right here, starting on this block, this first block matters, so we're going to count out 6. So this counts as your first block. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then let's stack this up all the way to match with the other one, with the other wall right here. So on the 6th block, we're going to have it come all the way across here, all the way to here. And we're going to stack this wall up all the way as well. And you'll see why here in a second. There's going to be another window over here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make another plain wall on the left side, or I guess the right side of the house. And we're going to have it come all the way out to be even with here, with the wall we just placed. Yeah, so there was some audio issues in part, we want to fill this in right here. There were some audio issues in part 1. I found out every now and then when I import the video to Premiere is the video editing software I use. So if you did want to know that, that's the editing software I use. And we'll get back to that here in a second. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to take out our sandstone slabs. And we're going to lay these down going one block. We're going to have one block of space on each side. Then we're going to lay down 4. So we should have a window of 3. We can clear out the space in here. Once we get to another repetition part, I'll continue my story. And now we're going to put our regular glass blocks in here, because glass panes would not work. Alright, now we're going to add another window. So the window is going to be a 3 wide window. So the center point is going to be there. And is that right? Yes, it is. And let's stack these up, just like all the other windows here. And now let's get rid of the middle pieces here. Let's add our corner stairs. And let's make sure, oh, excuse me. Let's make sure we get this here as well. I keep burping. Probably the chocolate milk I was just having. Because chocolate milk is amazing. Alright, so we're going to come on the sides of both of the windows. And we're going to make a small little wall that's going to be too tall on each side. And then we're going to take our sandstone stairs and place them on top to give it like a little finished look. So then from the front, it should look just like this now. So now we're getting somewhere. Somewhat, I guess you could say. So what we're going to do now is we're going to work on the left side of the house. So the left side of the house, it's pretty simple. We're going to have a balcony right here. Balcony is pretty simple, like I said. What we're going to do is start with the balcony, basically. So how do we want to do that? That's the thing. So let's make it to where, well, we're going to use regular sandstone. And swiftness ran out, of course. Perfect time for that. We're going to have it come all the way around to here. So we're going to have 2 blocks of space to walk around in. And we are going to use upside down and corner stairs for the railing. I know, something a little bit different. And then we're going to use them right here. Then we turn it. And we stop it here. Alright, so we're looking pretty good so far. Let's get rid of all these sandstone blocks. So this is what it should look like from the front. Now let's make our windows. So the windows are going to be the exact same, just moved back a little bit farther. So what we're going to do is, I keep using the wrong thing. It's really going to irritate me. So if we did want to make this 3 wide now, we could, just for the windows. Alright, so now let's add the windows. So the windows, like we said, exact same spot. Exact same height and everything. 1, 2, okay. There's that. Let's do the same thing over here. And they're 3 wide, I believe. Add another one. Alright, then you might notice we have this area right here. This is going to be just a little corner piece. So basically this is 2 balconies into 1. Is something you could basically say it is. Now let's add our upside down stairs for the corners. And do the same thing with this one as well. And then we want to make the windows be 2 wide. Almost forgot about that. Oh, we need to take these up 1 more. Ooh, I almost messed up again. Man, Snipes, messing up a lot. Alright. People are going to be mad that you're messing up. Alright, and so while we're doing this window, what I was talking about is when I import a vehicle to Premiere, every now and then what it will do, it will slow down the video for some reason, and I'm not sure why. Usually it slows it down by a lot to where I can realize it when I'm syncing it up. And this time, it only slowed it down just a little bit. And since it was only a little bit, you can only tell by the end of the video because it slowly just starts getting out of sync with the audio. And I realized that after importing it or exporting it the second time, I was like, oh, okay, so that's what it is. Because the weird thing is, on the desktop, the folder like the original file goes into, it shows the right time, but as soon as I import it, it says it's another time. Like, so a video would be like 35 minutes in real time, but the editing software is saying it's 45 minutes now, just because it's slowing it down for some reason, and I haven't gotten around to figuring out why it does that yet. Still something I'm looking into. Most of the time I do notice it, so I am sorry about part 1. It will be uploaded the same day as this one. It should be audio fixed and everything. So hopefully that will make you guys happy. Happy. And okay, so those windows are done. Alright, so what we're going to do now is work on here. So basically what we're doing here is, well, let's add our windows here. Boop, 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 boop. And we need to add pillars right here, going across. And we're basically making the exact same windows we just made, again, just 1 block forward, kind of like the 3 windows over there. The same thing here. This will be our doorway leading into our balcony. We will have another door over here by the main window, by the front door. And we're going to do the same thing again, using our upside down stairs that we did over with those windows. Also doing the same thing with the upside down slabs as well. So now we can get rid of those, put our sandstone blocks here, and then we can fill these in with our glass panes. So let's take a step back just to see what it looks like real quick. everything should look pretty good so far. Again, it's a really simple house to make. It's not really too complicated in my opinion. Some people might think different. Alright, so let's go work on the garage area. So the garage area will be a little bit different. So what we're going to do is we already have the garage laid out. We did that in part 1. What we're going to do now is make like the little side. So what we're going to do is come diagonal and how do we want to do this? Let's place a block here. So that will count as our first block. Or actually, hold on. Alright, yeah, so that was right. And what we're going to do is count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just make it like any random number for right now. And then what we're going to do is come back to it and put windows in, which will then let us know how wide everything has to be. So the windows will go onto the 4th block, so right here on the layer we are on now. So what we're going to do is lay down 2 things of glass panes, a sandstone block, another 2 things of glass panes, and then we're going to have a window that's going to be 4 this time, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Then let's lay down another 2, another sandstone block, and another 2. And then we finish it off there, and then we top it off with sandstone up on top. Alright, how's that looking? Alright, looking pretty good so far. I am looking at pictures from the original because I'm trying to make it as close to the original as possible, which sometimes can be pretty hard because once you make something, it can be really hard to remake it. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we're going to add stairs. So the stairs are going to go right on top of the garage area, and they should be perfectly to where we're going to have it be perfectly with the 2nd floor. I couldn't think of like the right word to use there. And so we're going to have 3 things of stairs like I said. So here's the 2nd layer. And we are going to be using these as corner stairs, just to let you know. And then let's go add our 3rd layer. And then we can go sleep. How's that looking? Looking pretty good so far. I'm liking this house a lot. Whoop. Alright, let's sleep. I think it will look even better when we get better texture packs as well. I do want to start doing texture pack reviews, the ones that we get for 360. And is that right? Alright, let's add our glass panes in here. We haven't done that yet for some reason. Not exactly sure why. Okay, so let's start making our upstairs area here above the garage. So right here is our 2nd floor. And let's stack this up. And we can just stack this up to be just as tall as our 3rd block here. And we will use the corner stairs like I said, but we will get to that here in a second. So what we're going to do is we're going to place another block right here. So we should have like a 2-block wall. And now what we're going to do is leave a gap of 1, make another sandstone pillar. And now we're going to make a 3-wide window that we've been making throughout the entire house. So 1, 2, 3 on the 4th block. We come all the way across. Again, we do our corner stairs again, even on this window. A lot of repetition when it comes to this house. Let's add our glass panes in here. Whoop. I will say it is so much harder to replicate a house once you've already made it. Just because you're trying to make it as accurate as possible. So if it's not completely accurate, I'm sorry. I'm trying my best. I am looking at pictures. So, alright, let's add another window. We're going to have another 1-block gap here. Another 3-wide window. Keep with the pattern here. And let's have these come across. Oh, come across. Add our upside down stairs. Let's add our glass panes in here. And then we're going to have one more gap here to finish it off. And we can... I'm trying to decide if we want to do it now. So basically what these gaps are for, we're going to be placing a stair here. And we're going to be having a snow pillar here. Same thing here as well. And with the 3rd one over here, We would be using quartz stairs if we had them, but we don't have those in 360, so we have to work with what we have. And do the same thing. Why is this one... Oh, this one needs to be moved up. Okay. So this one's too far back. I'm happy I realized. I was like, why does that one look different? So add that there. And the upside down stairs are going to go even with the roof. Whoop. So I'm just placing these here right now just for the upside down stairs. We're going to be place them there, there, and there. Let's take some swiftness and then get rid of those stairs because we don't need them. So get rid of all these. And I kind of want to fix this to match with, everything else. So we're going to replace that top light that you're not going to see. So far, this is what our mansion is looking like. We're looking pretty decent so far. We still have so much more work to be done. So we're gonna go work on the other side of the garage here because we're not gonna leave it just a flat wall like that because ooh, that just looks ugly, and I hate ugly. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna change that. So we're gonna do our corner stair thing and our upside down stair thing here. And we are going to turn it, so you might notice that if I fly over here, this one is turned into the wall. Reason for that is it's supposed to be like that. And you'll see why here in a second. Alright, you guys would climb in my way. You brown and pink piece of crap. Now add our upside down stairs here. Oh, we need to turn that one to match. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to do is... this one's going to come out. Let's might as well just start with the top one here. So, turn it. Well, hold on. There's so many options. That's what I'm talking about. There's so many options to do. I'm just trying to remember how I did it. Okay, so what we're going to do is... okay, I know how to do this now. So, we're going to place these stairs here. Now, we're going to turn these. And now, we're going to turn these. Okay, there we go. So come out to there, and then we're going to place sandstone underneath here, so you can't really see underneath. And then what we're going to do is, in the PC I used cobblestone walls, but we don't have those. So we're going to improvise. We could either use snow for this. So we could place this in between each window. Or what you could do is you could always place... fences. That's another thing you could place. So let's see, how far are we through this so far? 18 minutes. Let's do a couple more things and then we can end it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna finish off the garage area right here. So we have this wall right here, and we're actually gonna make another pillar using the exact same one. So we're using this pillar that we made here twice. So we're going to do the exact same thing. Make the pillar. Whoa, make the pillar like that. Alright. Now we're going to, again, make another 3 wide window. So I'm going to have this come all the way across. And be 2 wide. And let me take my swiftness real quick so it doesn't run out. So we know the window's going to be 2 wide again. And the window is going to be 3 wide. Like the other ones. Now let's come down. Now we're going to have another gap. So then make another gap here. Have another window that's going to be 3 wide. Again, a lot of patterns if you haven't noticed. I'm not sure if you have because it's only been 2 parts. Alright, let's add our pillar here. And we're going to have one more pillar on this side as well. Following a piece of sandstone pillar. Let's add our upside down stairs to our pillars now. And then we also need to do that with our windows as well. Alright, so let's put those here, those there, those everywhere. And then let's put in our glass panes. There we go. Boom, and okay. Shebang! That's what I was trying to say for like 4 times, but I kept messing up on the shebang. Alright, so let's end it there. That's a pretty good spot to stop it, in my opinion. We've gotten a lot done. Basically, the entire front side of the house is done. All we need to do now is work on, let's add more pillars here using our snow. Let's see what looks better real quick, using our fences to give you guys more options. Because the one thing I don't like about the full blocks is it does take up the entire block, so you can't really see as much of the windows as you would like to see. So if we add our fences here, it can kind of reduce some of that. Yeah, I think the fences look good, so let's stick with the fences. I'm going to, at least. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Please rate and subscribe. Stay tuned in for more videos. Again, I make house videos every Wednesday and Friday, so if you want house videos like modern houses, neighborhood houses, small modern houses, survival houses, more like that, stay tuned in and subscribe if you haven't yet. So again, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate and subscribe.